Okay, do I have to, what does turning the volume do?
Probably make it louder.
Oh, bitch.
Welcome to the F.iT Podcast.
I wasn't ready for that.
It's fine. Are we recording?
I think so.
Hi guys, it's me, Kylie.
I'm coming for you, Kylie, bitch.
So, welcome to the F.iT Podcast, our inaugural, is that the word? Inaugural?
First.
Okay, our first recording of this. We're going to introduce ourselves. Should I go first? Is it ladies first?
Always.
Even with the gay?
Even with the gay. Especially with the gay.
So, I'm Ebony, or Eb. I am a mom, a wife, a mother of two actually, a mom, a wife, and an overall boss bitch, to be honest. I work in bridal, and I also do a little bit of a lot. So, that's me.
Well, it's your boy, StarrFresh. I don't really want y'all to know that much about my personal fucking life. But that was a lot, Eb.
Oh.
So, I'm clearly a podcaster now. I'm a Libra, so that means I do a lot of shit that I really don't complete. But we're going to start this motherfucker.
We're going to complete this because I'm a Virgo and I complete everything that
I'm only 1% Virgo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that just means I know how to come back down.
So, guys, we created this podcast because Star and I have known each other for over 10 years now. Yeah, close. Now. Over 10 years. And we are very funny individually. I will admit that. However, together is beyond. It's beyond. And I'm not just saying that so y'all can listen. Like, honestly, we can make this a 6-day podcast off of one episode. We're going to try to keep it to an hour.
Try.
But we just decided to put whatever conversations that we always have out to the world. And hopefully you guys receive it well. And as we do this again and again and you guys grow with us, hopefully this can be whatever the world needs it to be. So this is the F.iT Podcast because sometimes fuck it
just fits.
So
fuck it.
We're gonna get right into it.
And for the Christians, F.iT.
And for the Christians, F.iT. Praise the Lord. The first thing we want to get into is called the buzz. So,
but you know what? Wait, hold on, because that was a great introduction. But I don't think that we can pass up the opportunity to tell how we met, though.
That's true.
So it's like, that was a lot thrown at you because we're doing this shit finally because we've been saying that we should do this. Like, the conversations that we've had over the years, this is like, oh my God.
That would be so funny.
That would have been just, and it's not even anything set up. This is not going to be anything set up. It's not going to be anything put off or put together. It's just us,
talking.
Just us talking.
Always over a glass of something that is...
Glass of something.
What's today?
This champagne?
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday. Oh.
It's Thirsty Thursdays.
Thirsty Thursdays.
Period.
So, Ebony and I, okay, again, like she said, we met about 10 years ago. We were working together at this place that shall always remain nameless because they will never get a plug. But if you know, you know. So, we were working there, and she was new. I was already working there. I was already sitting in my area, big area by myself, on the other side, away from everyone. And then here comes the new crowd.
And let me say this. The call center that we worked for, again, that shall remain nameless, it was intimidating. That was the first time I had been in a quote-unquote grown-up job. I had worked for Chick-fil-A damn near virtually all my life, or the movies, or that was my first big girl job. So it was very intimidating to walk in where people already had desks and cubicles. Like, I really felt like a grown-up, and nobody was receptive. Everyone was like, bitch, find a seat but not here and go to work. So when I walked...
She came in with that Chick-fil-A ass attitude.
And they wasn't here for it. They was like, my pleasure, bitch.
What the...
I want to add extra pickles. How about that?
Come on.
They wasn't here for it.
She was all pleasant and bubbly. We are in a call center from hell. So no one's happy.
They're scorned.
We're not happy. And we're definitely not happy about you.
But I was so excited because it was my first time to be in a place where I didn't have to smell like chicken once I got off work. That I was just excited. So
I worked in fast food.
You don't want to. So I remember that we all had to find seats. And everybody had found seats in the main call center except me. And the seats that were available weren't suitable because I felt like the manager wasn't going to hear me and I needed her to hear me to hear how great I was on the phone. So I went over to a section that was specific for a certain type of customer service agent.
Exclusive.
It was some kind of exclusivity or something.
It was like exclusive.
And they looked at me like, you know how like on the movies, how when you walk in and they be like the record drop, and I was like, "Can I sit here?" And you were like, "I guess."
Because I had already asked, "Why you setting up that computer next to me?"
Right.
Because anybody got to see.
What had happened was the managers had already told them that this wasn't their section and they gonna have to share.
Shit.
So they was already mad. So I came over there and I sat down and I was like, well, I'm going to sit here anyway and they just going to have to be mad.
But I mean, I'm nice. I'm a nice person. So I turned around and was like, yeah. You know, Chrissy Teigen gif. Like, yeah. Here's yours. You can sit here.
This is when we became friends when I took my first call. And then at that point, we had what's called mute. So you could take a call and then put your caller on mute so they can't hear you.
Right.
But you're still on the call. I put my phone on mute and I was like, this bitch is crazy. And they turned around like, one of us.
I turned around like, okay, so that was early. It was like half a day. Because first of the part, y'all were downstairs. So half of the day. Right. So I only got you for a little bit before you was going to leave. So I turned around. By the end of the day, I was like, you can sit here tomorrow.
Right. The code switch was real because I get on the phone, I'm like, thank you for calling XYZ. This is Ebony. How may I help you? And then I'm like on mute like, bitch, with your regular
why are you calling here to complain about
bitch,
this? You complaining about this.
Bitch, girl.
I am
eat at home.
Terribly sorry that happened to you. I will definitely go ahead.
The code switch was real. So Star recognized that early, and honestly, from the first
purple ass shirt on, coming out and hi, Minnie. Oh God, what is this about to be?
From the first day, I think, like after my code switch was recognized, I think we were like, okay, friends. And then literally we lived around the corner from each other, and then just like every day we would pop over and just
kismet.
Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then 12 years later, we're like literally the same person. So that's how we met, and this is, you'll see through this podcast as we continue the reason why we say like we're literally the same person. He just has a penis, and I have a vagina.
It's huge.
Oh, okay. There might be kids listening.
There shouldn't be kids listening.
Oh, okay. So the first thing we're going to get into is the buzz. So the buzz, just to introduce like some of the structure, it's going to be very loose. But some of the structure we have, we want to get into some celebrity juice. We all love it. We all like it. And we about to get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is this. And this is on period. Y'all need to let these motherfucking wives and girlfriends grieve before y'all start putting them all over the internet and like badgering their name. Specifically, Lauren London and Vanessa Bryant. There should be no reason that there's a headline with Lauren London saying that she's dating Diddy.
Diddy, like why was Lauren dating Diddy anyway?
Bitch, Diddy is dating Diddy.
Diddy is dating Diddy.
Bitch, Fonzworth Bentley is dating Diddy.
And he's been dating him for years.
So that's the tea. And that's the podcast. We're out. No.
We love you, Diddy.
First of all, it is so insensitive for someone to have to log onto the internet. And even though, of course, it is a choice to get on Instagram, it's a choice to get on Twitter. Oh, we know.
And then we know your evil ass. Oh, well, they can stay
Ain't
out.
nobody got fucking time for your evil troll ass to be making all these rumors up about some shit. Girl, she probably still masturbating to fucking Nipsey Hussle's picture. Right. I would be.
Like, it don't move on that fast. She got children to take care of. She has a busy life. She has a career.
Now she got to come out of her peaceful responsiveness and say, y'all fucking stupid.
Like,
I'm still grieving.
Like, leave me alone. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
Damn. Actually, Kobe wasn't even out the damn morgue.
He literally just got
before y'all was already fucking with Vanessa.
It's to the point where I feel like as much as I use social media, as much as I love social media for things like, even with our podcast, we were promoted on social media and we hope to put something positive out in the world. Social media is such a cruel place where you can't even... So for me, if something bad happens, I would love to be on social media, log onto my Instagram, and I get a meme that makes me fucking chuckle until my day gets better. But it's just not even that anymore. I remember back in the day, we had a few friends we actually met off Twitter, like back in the day. And like we physically still know these friends till this day. And it's just not that anymore. Social media is no longer social. It's like Mean Girls. It's bullies.
Like, and then people, it's like people really sit there and go to strangers' pages.
Just tell them how stupid they look.
It's not even celebrities. It's anybody. Like, if you just so happen to see somebody post through somebody post, and you get on there, they say the most crazy thing that you would never say in nobody's face.
I just opened my page to the public, and I am nobody, y'all, so that's on that. But I just opened my page to the public, and I was so terrified that people were going to judge my babies, and people were going to judge how I look, and people were going to judge just my life off of the little 1,600 followers I got. So I can't imagine people who have 1.6 million followers, how that affects their social abilities to even want to go out into the world and just be
and be seen. Nobody even wants to be seen, because then it's like, now I have to see people after this headline that isn't even true, that I just found out while I'm at Target,
literally
shopping with my 2 kids, missing my husband, and now I see this headline that is completely untrue, and now I have to walk past people who've seen the headline looking at me like
I'm crazy.
Like this shit isn't even real.
People who have posted who can't even afford the shoes I'm wearing. That's my thing, is like, y'all broke. Vanessa and Lauren are fine.
I said that the other day too. You sitting on here with your broke ass bank account,
bro,
talking about somebody else.
Rent several months behind.
We know everything isn't all about money, but you can't live without it.
I know this. Y'all over here posting on Instagram with these pay-as-you-go's phones.
Now, wait a minute. Because I ain't paying for that motherfucker flat out. Because I want the next one next year. So, I'm only keeping this shit for 11 months.
So Star's on the pay-as-you-go.
I'm on the lease. And if y'all know anything about leasing shit, like that, you had that one Annie with that good-ass credit, and she used to always get the next up Cadillac every motherfucking year, because she was on that lease where she couldn't go over 30,000 motherfucking miles. So no, she not taking you nowhere. But she got that good one and it's fully motherfucking loaded. And that's what I'm going to do. I have the fully loaded iPhone every single time.
When I tell you the lease is taking me out, I'm actually no longer able to record anymore. So next on the docket.
Yeah, leave these bitches alone.
Leave these hoes the fuck alone with they rich ass.
Like, leave them alone. They are greedy.
You know what you can do?
Imagine somebody in your life dying.
Ooh,
and then a bitch talking about their ass. I ain't never liked that bald head bitch no way. And it's your mama. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What are you gonna do? You would not be able to handle that. You'll be ready to go beat a bitch ass. And as soon as somebody responds, and it was like, ooh, Beyonce wouldn't even respond.
That's why Beyonce don't respond.
That's why Beyonce don't respond.
Because y'all talked about Blue Ivy's hair for years.
I love you.
And now the bitch hair is longer than your motherfucking credit history, and you're pissed.
Ain't long at all.
And you're pissed. Anyway,
and you're upset. We're not even going to go into Beyonce.
We're gonna go on a tangent. The next on the docket is, y'all, Okay, before I even introduce this topic, I must just say I'm gonna bow out a little bit on this one. I'm gonna let Star speak his piece. But I'm
bowed out.
I'm actually not even interested to get into this because y'all have overworked it. And again, this particular person that we're about to bring up is actually richer than all y'all ancestors, including me as well.
Hopefully one of my ancestors.
So really we wrote down on the docket to talk about Zaya Wade, formerly known as Zion Wade. That is Dwayne Wade's daughter, who has made a decision.
You think it's Zaya?
Or Zaya?
I think it's Zaya. So you're a Zaya? You give me Zaya.
I'm definitely a Zaya, like Zendaya.
Really a Zaya.
But her name was Zion, so I thought she would go to Zaya.
Zaya, that makes it very unoriginal.
Zaya?
That's like how,
Zaya makes it unoriginal.
Hold on. Zaya makes it a completely different name.
Zaya makes it a black girl I went to school with.
Yeah, I think that's
who Zaya
wants to be a black girl that you go to school with.
No, but Zaya makes it.
But Zaya just makes it, how
the male version of Zaya. First of all, Zion is a girl name.
Well, it's unisex.
Okay.
So Lauryn Hill's son was named Zion.
Right.
And that's the only Zion that we really knew.
But what I'm saying is,
and I know Zion, who's our
right. But also, you
could
have just catched and just made it Zion.
But that's like, you know how you trying to be funny.
This is not what the topic's about.
You know how you trying to be funny, and like how you trying to be funny with some guy. His name is Robert, and you be like, "Hey, Robert."
I hope this person never listens. I went to high school with a girl named Deborah, and guess what she called herself?
Deborah.
Oh, bitch, that wore me out.
What's your name, Deborah?
Bitch, your name is Deborah. Specifically Debbie, ho. Old ass, Bernadine ass name. Bitch.
Deborah Cox.
How did you get here?
How did you get here?
But that's not the subject matter.
Bitch, I caught the buzz.
Okay. Zaya Wade has decided or Zaya Wade, has recently, actually, Zaya or Zaya really...
The kid. That's what I've been calling.
Zaya or Zaya really hasn't said much besides the clip that her father has shown.
Who said, called y'all all stupid.
So Zaya hasn't really said anything.
ZZ.
Her dad, Dwayne, has been the one who's been this, which makes sense because this is a baby. This is a child.
A kid. He said what he said.
He said what he said.
She said what he said.
They said they knew that he has been wanting to, I don't know how, listen, y'all.
We are new to this.
No.
But I'm talking about to just keep on.
I'm new to this.
We not,
Star is an old queer. And he's my queer reference. Okay?
And I'm not all that great all the time.
So if I say anything wrong and somebody who used to be a Zion is now a Zaya is listening to this, know that I am an ally, okay? However, it is a lot of letters that y'all have added to the LGBTQT. INNDPEND. Y'all done had a lot of letters.
You know what's...
So just know I'm not trying to be offensive, but... So they said that Zaya knew that she was Zaya at about 3 years old, and... They just decided to love her.
She didn't have the name yet.
She didn't have the name, or she didn't have the identity, but she felt it.
Identified as a girl.
So here's what I'll say, and then I'm gonna bow out and let Star speak whatever he wants to speak on this. Here's the thing: it is always a difficult situation when your child does something against maybe the norm, but at this point in 2020, it is what it is, and. At the end of the day, if Dwayne Wade decides to love his child, who in the broke fuck are we? To tell him he can't love his daughter because his daughter wasn't born a... That is none of our broke ass business.
And it's not...
Y'all want this man to hate her?
Serious. No. They want Dwayne Wade to... strap his child down and beat them into submission.
Oh, because that's worked.
And train them in the way that you should be. And ain't no kid gonna tell me who they are because you gonna be who I tell you to be.
Wow, sounds like slavery.
It kind of does. But, that's parenting to some people. Now, there is another argument that is out there that I don't want to ignore, where people are saying maybe they should have just left it a private affair. Now,
okay,
I am all down for that. That they should have made it a fucking
but they live a public life
affair. But y'all was already talking about the motherfucker
every time
before they said something because the kid had on too much clothes. And then you had something to say.
The pictures were spicy.
Well, but they didn't say anything. This was before the whole gay pride that somehow you guys think is the same as Freaknik. Let me tell you. Gay pride parade.
The gay pride that he attended specifically.
Yes.
Very mild.
Very mild, number one. Number two, the gay pride parade is not what you think it is because, first of all, it's in the morning. The gays are still drunk and drugged out from.
No, the ones that are at the party are actually the grandpas.
No, I'm talking about the ones at the parade.
Oh, right.
The ones who would probably be
in the parade,
more salacious, they're still asleep
from the night.
From the
parade.
They actually
just went to bed.
I ain't never been to no gay pride parade because it's too early. I'm not waking up to go to that, and it's not because I don't want to go. It's because it's too early, and I guarantee you. We ain't going. It's people who are actually working. They pass out beads, y'all, just like Mardi Gras.
So it's a very family
They're not
oriented.
really walking out with their cheeks out. Ladies, not like Freaknik where y'all used to pull over and fuck on the side of the road.
Wow.
Where y'all could pull your little dress up and be naked underneath showing.
I went to Freaknik when I was a baby, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
That happened after 5.
Whatever.
My mama took me in the daytime. That was after 5.
It ain't like and then it ain't different than a Kappa Beach party in Galveston. Oh. Y'all was motherfucking nasty. Okay. It ain't nothing like that. But anyway, but we ain't even talking about nothing gay. Then they was like the Boosie ass chop off his dick. They're not even talking about.
Boosie said
he was like, "Don't chop off his dick. He might. What if he meets somebody when he's 16 and he gonna want to use it again?"
Boosie,
shut the fuck.
I appreciate you for the culture you put out in this world. I'm not gonna lie. I've twerked to many a Boosie.
Yeah, Boosie badass.
You got enough kids to worry about. Let that man raise his daughter.
Let that man raise his daughter. Worry about getting into a Planet Fitness.
Okay.
Cause I heard they done kicked him out.
I don't wanna spend time on Zaya. I just wanna say this. We really gotta mind our own fucking business.
Leave people to raise your damn kids.
We really do, because the same people who are on the internet saying, you know, what Dwayne Wade should say or do to his daughter are the same people who are probably behind in the rent. So
I'm not gonna even say that. You know, I'm gonna take it even a step further. Fuck your rent.
Or probably don't even have a relationship with their own parents.
Hate their parents because they probably tried to tell them what to do. And then probably in a career, in a degree, went to a school that their parents made them go and they really didn't want to. But, you know, the parents tell you what to do. Anyway, but what I will say is that some of the people that are commenting...
I'm sure they can hear the poor.
The most vile things and the most backwards things and the most illogical things. Like, I don't understand why y'all like to compare, well, if your kid wanted to be a prostitute, would you let him? I don't think that I would approach that situation the same that I would approach this situation. Y'all acting like motherfuckers can't approach a different scenario in a different way. Did you know that was possible? Did you know that because you said yes to one thing doesn't mean that you're going to automatically say yes to every fucking thing? Shut the fuck up. Y'all cannot be... I just would like, this is what my mama be talking about when she be talking about some of y'all kids in class that they just dumb. Because I see their parents. And if you feel like you're that dumb parent, you're probably that one. And you probably know that your kid is dumb because you already know.
You're saying them.
So that's what you need to worry about. And then, but my problem is that some of the people that are saying these things, y'all got some transgender children.
That's another episode.
Gay kids at home.
That's another episode.
Get them the help they need.
We're not going to get into that. We're not getting into skeletons of black people because that's another episode.
He should wait till he's 18 to make the decision.
Oh, wow.
Because it really made a difference if he decided to tell you at 12 or 21. It just delayed it. God.
Either way,
to make you comfortable.
I'm finna get out of here. Either way.
Leave that bitch alone.
If Zaya decides to come and identify as a woman at 12 or at 22, baby, that pussy get...
Bust it down.
I'm out of here. Okay, I'm out.
Then they gotta say that Dwayne Wade is living vicariously through his kid because Dwayne Wade is really gay.
Because he wanted one earring.
My God, dang.
I'm out. So the next on the agenda,
do better.
The next on the agenda that we wanted to touch on. Okay, so y'all, it's Black History Month, which I flourish generally in this month.
Unfortunately, this year. I'm sorry.
Mercury has been drinking Gatorade, so that bitch has been running rapid through February. And I don't know what God got going on up there, but he done killed a lot of motherfucking black people.
He went on through a
And listen, I'm a Christian. I was raised a Christian. I believe in the Lord, but God made me. So I'ma just speak my truth, and hopefully God don't see me at the pearly gates. But listen, he done killed. We done run out a list of niggas he done killed. Excuse my language if a white person listen, but he done really killed a lot of people.
They say
he done killed it. He killed Pop Smoke. That man ain't made one record.
To the party.
Welcome to. I liked it him.
Nicki got the Moesha curse.
How Nicki get in it?
Because first Pop Smoke, then Juice WRLD.
Cause she working with both of them?
And then both of them. She went on tour with
So what you saying, Lil Uzi Vert next?
Look at Fifi.
Who is Fifi?
Tekashi. And if he get out, they gonna get him.
Get pregnant and go sit down, Nicki. So that's one person.
They after me.
I liked Pop Smoke. I only know the one song, but I liked it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't even want to say Kobe Bryant.
One song.
He did, but I only heard one. Kobe Bryant, wow. That was a beyond tragic. Like, when I tell you so little background about me, you guys are learning about us. I am from California, Riverside, California specifically. That's where I was born. And which is right outside of LA. I am a huge, huge Lakers fan.
Huge.
I was raised in a household that only allowed us to watch basketball if the Lakers we were rooting for. Like, my mom is a huge Lakers fan. I'm a huge Lakers fan. So when Kobe Bryant died, I actually felt some kind of way I was invited to the funeral. Like, I'm just now getting over it. I can't barely even say what I'm about to say. So the fact that Kobe Bryant died this year is beyond. And Donald Trump and Zimmerman is still living. I don't know if the shit got mixed up in the heavens. I don't know where the paperwork has been found.
It's got to be a filing error. I don't know. It was niggas like us working up there, like when we was at the Power Center.
I don't know who is the Secretary of Heaven, but the bitch is fucking up.
She's asleep.
The bitch is fucking up. No, the bitch is on call with Amazon trying to check where her packages is, and motherfuckers is dying. Okay, because it didn't took Kobe and his baby. Walona didn't die. Janet Dubois. Walona after she adopted Kenny. She could have got burnt by that iron.
Damn.
She didn't die. The mama, what was her? Esther Scott. The mama from You Got Served.
You Got Served. And the other places. What else she was on?
I don't know.
Look, we should have Googled that.
We probably should have been prepared. I don't know. But there's been...
She was on a couple things because...
She was.
Now everybody's going to have to go Google You Got Served because...
Right. She's an accomplished actress, okay? Like, let's not get it confused.
Yeah, no, she's the one. And
not the one.
She was on Boys in the Hood. Mm-hmm. She was on Dreamgirls. She was the one that was like... When she was like, this up here, Hollywood. And this back here, Harlem.
Yes.
And you ain't welcome in Hollywood.
Was she on A-Man?
I don't think she was on A-Man.
I
love that show, though.
Was that Della Reese? Okay, that probably was Della Reese.
I don't think it was Della Reese either. It was the sister.
It was the other one who was singing with Jennifer Lewis.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got no time for me in these streets. Well, anyway, she hasn't died. However, there's been a lot of death in the black community lately. And
my aunt even passed this year.
Star's aunt has passed. I actually had a few people that I know. One of my best friend's stepfather has passed.
Too. Like, wow.
I don't know what to say in this section.
I don't know, guys. We're only like 12%. But and you kind of pause.
But I will plug in this, and this is a little bit of like Pastor Pearson, which is my maiden name. Y'all, we gotta start living.
Gayle King died.
Okay.
In the media.
She absolutely did not die. Oh. Okay. We gotta start living today. Like, when me and Star have been talking about doing a podcast, doing a YouTube, or doing whatever, just to get our energy out into the world, we were like, we just got to do it. We ordered a fucking Amazon ass. I don't even know if this shit is going to work. If y'all don't hear this podcast, it's because we got this shit off Amazon, okay?
And we got
and if it don't work, bitch, we taking this shit big. But
yeah, we refunding it.
We ordered a microphone. We downloaded whatever we needed, and we're just putting this content out into the world. If 3 people hear it, that's an accomplishment for me. If it's just literally me, my mama, and Star, it's fine. Like, it's just, we have to start doing things in the now. I have so many friends who want to do things. I have so many family members who want to do things, and they're like, well, if I just had this. And I'm like, look, it's people out here who had millions and millions of dollars, and they're still, you know, dying and destiny unfulfilled. Like, just start doing stuff, y'all. Like, even if you have to take baby steps, like, just start doing stuff, because let me tell you something. We out here dying. Rich, poor, or indifferent. We are out here dying. We got to start actually living our lives, living in our truths. Don't worry about who the fuck is talking about. If I wake up tomorrow and I decide with 2 kids and a whole husband that I want to be Edward, y'all better leave me the fuck alone.
Leave him alone.
Because we only get one life, so I'm going to live whatever life.
And it ain't got nothing to do with you.
And it ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm going to live the life that I want to live, because once I die, then that's it.
Right.
I don't know what's on the other side.
It's not
as much as I believe in you. Yeah, as much as I believe in the Bible and all that, I literally don't know until I get there. So I got to live for what I'm doing now. So I think if y'all take anything out of this black supermarket history sweep of deaths, is that you got to start doing what you need to do for you. Because let me tell you something. When St. Peter be at them pearly gates, checking you off, and actually it looks like St. Peter is fucking up. So
then y'all read the Bible.
You might be dying on accident.
Read the Bible and think that there's some pearly gates.
Okay.
In a mansion. I may have a mansion up in the sky.
We're about to lose our Christian listeners. So the last thing on the buzz that we wanted to get into. Sorry, drunk. The last thing on the buzz that we want to get into is, okay, so the Democratic nominees. So, listen.
Democratic nominees?
Okay, so listen. I would love for any and everybody to listen to this podcast, but as I always say on things that I put my input on, I am a black woman who is going to most likely vote for a Democratic nominee. So this is not any offense to anybody if we have some Trump listeners. I hope you make America great again. But this is what we about to talk about. I don't know anybody except Elizabeth Warren because she's trending.
And she's not even trending. She's like lower in the polls now.
Well, she may be lower in the polls, but she just wore the
she did.
The old white man, the fuck
Bloomberg
out. So everybody else that I know has virtually dropped out. Like Booty Check, what was his name?
He's still dropped out.
Booty Check still in it?
Yeah, he's still in it. And I don't even understand how he's still in it. Because y'all know America is not about to elect no young gay president, black, white, or the other.
Well,
so
we didn't think we was going. Tupac said we wasn't ready to see a black president.
I would have seen that. I would have seen that, especially at that time after Bush killed our country. People really was like,
who is still in the race, Star? Because I don't. Elizabeth Warren. Booty Check. What is his real name? I'm keeping calling the Booty Check, and I feel real offensive.
Booty Check.
It's not. It's Booty Check.
Buttigieg.
Buttigieg. Okay. Is Biden still in it?
Was he ever?
Uncle
so
Joe.
The candidates right now are Pete Buttigieg.
It's still a list of them motherfuckers?
Yes, it's a list of these motherfuckers. Whew. Like, I'm just over it at this point. Like, I have to
I'm actually voting for me.
I have to admit that I just stopped watching because it's like, I don't give a fuck at this point because there's no viable person.
Read the list.
Pete Buttigieg.
Okay.
Bernie Sanders.
Oh, Bernie.
Elizabeth Warren.
Give it to Bernie. He gonna die in a year.
Amy Klobuchar. I hope not.
Give it to Bernie. What is the harm?
Joe Biden.
Baby, Bernie finna crack.
Andrew Yang dropped out.
Oh, he dropped.
Ooh, that was my candidate, boy.
Okay, keep going.
I was a yang. Because it was time. It's time for a dramatic
yang
change.
Ain't in this thing no more.
But I needed that $1,000.
Okay, well he ain't giving it to you.
I wanted that $1,000.
He couldn't give it to you.
Maybe he dropped out because he's going to be the vice president of someone.
Okay.
We need that $1,000. Y'all know y'all want them $1,000. Like if everybody got it. You can't be mad that your taxes is paying for what you getting, bitch. You just paying for your own $1,000.
I would love an extra $1,000, but let me tell you something. $1,000 wouldn't do shit for me.
Every month?
Every month? Maybe.
That's what it is. It's $1,000 every month.
That's why he dropped out, because he can't promise that
Yes,
shit.
he can promise it. If you really think about how much we put into fucking dumbass budgets that is not education, like our military has $700 billion budget. What the fuck do you... We can put like 12 countries in our budget.
That's true.
And we ain't even going to war. The only wars that we doing is because we don't know how to mind our motherfucking business.
That's true.
We had war here in this motherfucking country.
Well.
Anywho, so those are the people.
That's it?
No, that's all that's in the
Democratic.
In the Democratic race.
So who's what's her name? Amy Klobuchar?
Klobuchar. She's still in there. Okay. She's actually the delegation right now. Like, if you really think about it,
who are they saying is leader? Buttigieg.
Okay. which is so funny in these particular areas, but. You know, like they said, it's a gay gang out there, so that influences the world.
I really think.
I don't know. I don't really
have a lot to say about the Democratic nominees because, I don't know. I'll be honest. Since Trump been in office, he's been an embarrassment to the country. But honestly, Georgia Power still asks me for the same motherfucking flat rate.
To be honest.
So, to be honest. But I do know this.
My taxes
I do know this. I actually started within the last 5 years, and another background piece of Ebony that you may or may not care about is that I was a political science major. So I'm really into politics. But the one piece that I know that I've always kind of focused on, especially within the last 5 years since I've had my kids, is that we got to vote for our local government. Because these motherfuckers, they really don't, they have some effect, but they don't really directly and adversely affect us immediately. Like, your councilmen, your aldermen, all the motherfuckers who make these small changes to your local government, them the motherfuckers you need to really, really worry about. And what I've learned is...
You mean the election that people ignore to just vote for the presidential election?
Literally, people ignore it. And then they wonder, like, Trump, they're like... Now, and again, I'm not advocating for Donald Trump, dumb orange Cheeto head ass. I'm just saying, people are blaming someone who has... no direct effect on your life. Like, he has a global effect, but he doesn't have a direct effect on how much you pay out a toll if you have tolls in your way, in your neighborhood or on your freeways, or why the fuck that pothole's still been there since
and a new pothole
10 years, and your tires are fucked up. You done got 4 sets of tires in the last 3 years.
Just lay down a whole bunch of metal.
Trump actually don't give a fuck about that pothole, nor does he know about it because he has nothing to do with it. So you really have to focus in on your local governments. That's the motherfuckers that really affect your actual life. It's not Buttigieg or Warren or...
Just go vote, y'all. It's a game. It's a game because Buttigieg.
The game's about to ban us.
Oh, God.
Okay, so, listen, that's it for the buzz.
Just vote. Like, seriously.
I'm done.
Who cares? It's a game, y'all. And don't be like, well, none of them good, so I'm not going to vote. Stop being...
Well, that's stupid.
Just play the game. It's a game. It's a game. So, what I will say is encourage your kids, since you want to ensure to not encourage them to be the genders that they are, encourage them to be into politics. Encourage your real kids in the real communities to get into politics.
Encourage them to be good humans.
And not just rappers and YouTube stars and
that felt
trying to go viral. Just go ahead and let them be political and let them be police officers. I know, fuck 12, yeah. But the only way to change it is from the inside out. So encourage them to be officers in their communities so that they won't have to have people who don't look like them inside there. It's that simple. Focus on the kids. You guys know, all of good parenting.
#period, poo. The next thing we want to get into, so we're as this is very, very new, we're introducing different segments and sections. So we don't know what's gonna stay, what's gonna go.
We're gonna get us some sound bites.
We're gonna get us some sound bites. We real free right now. So the next section I think we're getting into is what we're gonna call story time. So here's the deal. Between me and Star, we probably have a grand amount of experiences. I will say before I got married, I lived my life. Even during my marriage, but specifically before I got married, I lived my life. And Star has lived a life. I'm dead. Y'all should see what he's trying to make this noise with.
You remember on Lucy when they used to make them sounds on the microphone and they used to have them?
No. So what we're going to do is kind of like a little game. So Star has...
We're going to do this every time.
Star has put in a combination of a time, a location, and an actual person. Each of us are going to pull, and we're going to tell you a story based off what we pull. So the story is going to be based off the time, the location, and a person to give you, hopefully, an entertaining story. Now, let me give this disclaimer. I drink. And also, I've had 2 kids. And if you've had kids, you know that kids eat your brain. So I don't have much of a memory. They're little zombies that come out of your vagina or cut out of your stomach because mine got cut out of me. But I don't have a lot of memory within the last 10 to 15 years. So depending on what I pick out of here, maybe an entertaining story, maybe some shit I don't remember. We about to find out. So am I going first?
I would say ladies first.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So let me shake this shit up right here.
Okay, guys, let's see. So do I pick 3?
You have to pick the first one.
Tony made made this up, and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, the first one is vacation.
So that's the location.
That's the location. So I'm on a vacation. Oh, Lord. Okay.
With a friend. Let's be somewhere with a beach.
Well, this one fell out, so let's see what this is. At home, bitch, that don't make no sense. Okay, I need to get a time.
Okay, we're gonna perfect it. Like just pull up time. I should have.
Time era 10 years. Okay, so I pulled 10 years.
So listen,
vacation with
10 years could be
within
10 years or when you were 10 years old.
Well, absolutely when I was not 10 because again, my disclaimer just fucking said I've drank my memory.
You remember something from 10?
I don't remember something 10 minutes ago.
Well, how are we going to tell a story?
Okay, well, here's the thing. You said within 10 years, so that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, so within 10 years with a friend on vacation, I actually have a great story.
Okay.
So one of our very good friends, Lucretia, I haven't said her name, it's fine. One of my very good friends, Lucretia, is also a mother, and when we first became mothers, we said, man, fuck it. We about to go on a mom's vacation because that's what we thought white women did, so we were going to do it. So we went to West Palm Beach with my mother and my grandmother and Lucretia. Funny story. Me, my mom, we put my grandma to bed. Me, my mom, and Lucretia went out of town. We was going to see what West Palm Beach got to offer. We found a hookah bar on the strip. Cool. We end up meeting this cute-ass white boy. Okay? Don't remember his name because I was high. I don't smoke weed, but sometimes weed smokes me. So
I don't smoke weed at all.
Interesting. So it's fine. So end up finding this little white boy. He's like, y'all smoke weed? And then my mom, bless her spirit, is like, do you smoke weed? Are you the cops? Whatever. Long story short, we end up going around the corner smoking weed with this rando white boy, which thank God he didn't lace his weed with cocaine. We turn around as we're smoking weed and laughing. This white man got us in a police motherfucking parking lot smoking weed with our black asses. I'm like, you know we black, right?
That's the best place to smoke, I've heard. Like right across the street from the police station in Miami, because they never think
I wasn't in Miami, number one. Number two,
I know that sounded a little personal.
I took a sip of wine.
They'll never think that you were doing that in the parking lot.
Okay, here's my thought process with this scenario. This is where the story gets fucking funny. Ebony doesn't smoke weed. So when I do indulge, it's very much like I'm with people I trust. I've never bought a weed in my life. Like literally, if you send me out for weed, I'm like, can I get one weed? One weed. I'm literally that mean. Like I don't know how. If it's not my brother or like a SAR or like a friend, I don't know how to order drugs.
Not a SAR.
Okay. I don't know how to order drugs appropriately. So the fact that I was out of where I live, even though I was with people I love, like my mom and my friends, I'm with this rando white boy who got our black asses smoking in the police station.
That's an odd.
So I literally, as I'm taking a puff, this is when I realize it. I go, are we at a police station? He starts laughing, and I said, oh, he set us up. He's the cops. I start running, and Lulu and my mama like, Eb, you can't just run. Bitch, I'm out. This is why I don't do drugs. This is why I don't do drugs, because random white people offer you drugs and take you to the police, and it's a conspiracy. I'm not about it. I'm not okay with it. End up, the white guy actually didn't even know it was the police station because he was also too high. And he actually was scared to know that, hey, I took y'all to a random spot where nobody could have seen. I'm scared as well.
Then you get out. Then your big black ass gets out of the car, running across the parking lot.
She can't get high with it. Like, she's blowing up our spot. So, long story short, that was one of the best vacations of my life. We ended up having so much fun after that. We went back to the hookah bar. He was like, I'm sorry, y'all. Didn't know it was a police station.
Your mom was more of a G than you were?
My mom
Did you just say your mom, right?
First of all, my mom is always more than a G than me. My mom is an original California Compton-born fucking G. I'm a pussy. So, and I will tell you that from the get. So, we end up having a great night. We end up smoking hookah till like 2 or 3 in the morning, and it ended up being a bomb. But let me tell you something. I almost didn't trust white people after that, because don't take me to no police station smoking weed. I feel like he was setting us up. I ain't like it.
It was probably secluded. And I remember one time when we were in Miami. So me and my cousin.
Surrounded, bitch. It was secluded.
Me and my cousin were in Miami. And we were smoking weed.
At the police station?
Literally, we were smoking, and we were like, we just gonna smoke right here. So after a while, because it was like at a bus stop, so we was gonna roll at the bus stop. And then we lit that bitch up, and then we look up, and we were like, God damn, we right in front of the police station. This is right on South Beach. It's a police station right there on Washington and Collins. I mean, not Washington Collins, Washington and 10th or some shit.
So now you're dropping your location.
I'm not there. So
we're Pop Smoke. We're about to die.
We're about. So we are too soon. It was too soon. I'm sorry. Condolences. We just look up, and then my cousin was like, "Oh my God, we got to move in front of the police station." I was like, "This is the most sensible place to be."
How?
Because no one would ever think that you're going to be doing this right in front of the police station.
No one would ever think except the police.
And if your ass is at the police station, then that means you're not even on duty. Because if you on duty, that means you out in the street.
All right, Star. That was my story.
Don't pull me over. I'm going to throw it in the trash.
Well, we didn't drop that one.
Okay. So it's my turn. Okay. Let me pick one. So the first one was teacher. Okay. 25 years. So within 25 years.
Okay. Star 60. I'm good for my age.
I guess it's a time frame.
Oh Lord, he done made up his statement that ain't right.
I'm pulling out all of the time frames. Where am I pulling out? Locations? Oh well, fuck it. So it gotta only be fucking school because of my teacher. Oh, you know what? Let me pull out a location because I already just thought of a damn
the club. Not a teacher in the club.
Wait a minute.
I actually have a story about that.
I have a story. So, there was this popular nightclub in Dallas.
Star's from Dallas, Texas, by the way.
Oh, I'm from Dallas, Texas. South Dallas to be exact. Park Road. Photo. So, one time, we were at this popular nightclub called The Brick. And then We were partying. Going around, looking at everybody. We wasn't even supposed to be in this motherfucker. We snuck in through the back gate. Because I just
thought about the time we was at that one club on the street, and that motherfucker hit that split in front of me,
and I
started screaming. Okay, go
ahead. Why did she do that? That was so funny.
They had to be there.
We weren't even supposed to be in there. Like we weren't old enough to be inside. We were 15, 16.
Oh wow.
Oh. Yes, because, I forgot, 15, at 15, you don't really do those kinds of things.
I definitely was clubbing at 16.
Exactly. So, I don't know
I've been 6'2".
Is that far off.
I've been 6'2" since I was 15. Huh? And I've had these titties to match.
so,
period, I was
like,
clubbing.
Living reality at one point. So, we were snuck in the club. I used to sneak out of my window. My mama never knew. And...
She knows now.
Well, don't whoop me. For my mama whoop me. We were not supposed to be in there. And it was one of our teachers from high school. First of all, it was one of them situations like, I knew you was gay. I knew it. But I ain't gonna even say it. I knew it. We knew it. But you don't want to always say that because some people are not. Gay means that you have sex with the same sex, not because somebody acts a certain way, y'all.
It's not an act.
It's not an act. Sexuality. It is an act, but it's a physical act.
It's a sexuality.
Yes. Well, I guess it's also, I don't know, a thing, a noun. It's probably not. But we were in there. Y'all, we had to hide from them because we were not getting out. I wasn't leaving. I just risked my freedom to sneak inside this motherfucker. So we had to go hide. So all night we was able to hide the whole time. We was, keeping an eye on them and turn around. So right when we were walking out of the motherfucking club, guess who had to be buzzing around being a hoe?
Your teacher.
The damn teacher.
No,
and then we all came out there. And I'm like, you know how you lock eyes? And then it was just like, it was like, up. And then you just look down. And then you just kept on walking away. And then I got to go to your class. And then just be looking at you. So now, me. I'm petty. I've been that way. So now I'm just looking at class. The whole time I'm in class, I'm about,
Why was I
I ain't supposed to be in.
Why did we think when we were younger our teachers were supposed to be at the club?
Because they teachers. They supposed to be doing that. And that's when we know that y'all be going to the club. That's why y'all be giving us the answers in the back of the book. Well, I don't know if they still do that. I'm not going to go on record to say that any teacher that I have ever done has done that. I don't want any investigations open.
It was a joke.
But yeah, that was so funny. That was funny. And it is so funny that I could randomly pull within 25 years a teacher in a club. I'm pretty sure there were more teachers in the club.
I definitely have seen at least 2 or 3 teachers in the club. Like, as I got older and so when I got for real, well, I've been going to the club since I was 16. But when I got to like 18 and my teachers who had taught me when I was in 9th grade and I finally got there, I definitely seen teachers in the club. And
how did you act? Did you feel like, oh my God, it's my teacher, so I have to act like I'm in class?
I think I wasn't as awkward as they may have been because I'm like, hey, miss. And they're like, bitch,
and then you still calling me miss?
Don't
call me that.
Don't call me miss so-and-so out in this motherfucking club, bitch. Like, I think they were more so felt
and awkward. And you like, hey, Miss Jones. But then the funny thing is, while we were in school, we was calling that bitch by their first name anyway because we was acting like we got whatever, Miss Shirley.
We had some loose teachers in our high schools. But I think it was more awkward for them to see their students because it probably made them feel old.
Oh, it probably did make them feel old. Or the whore that they are.
Okay.
Horse.
We will continue story time. I like story time. I think also what we'll probably end up doing, because I don't want all y'all to know my fucking secrets through this story time, we might have to have...
Why not? Secrets are made to be revealed.
Well, bitch.
Y'all better stop outing people though. They get you killed.
Well, I definitely don't have a story where I'm being outed unless I'm being outed as a hoe. But that's the only.
But you can get your wholeness back. Your wholeness can be erased.
My wholeness was erased.
Yeah,
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it can be erased.
I'm a hoe for the Lord.
If you like me, put a ring on your whole ass.
No, it's a whole thing. I wouldn't say my wholeness was erased, but when I got married, I became a married hoe. Like, you still are a hoe when you're married.
Yeah, that's more of a slut.
I'm a slut. Give me Pop Smoke.
Oh, Mama Dot. Give me it.
No, I don't think it's a slut. It's like.
What do you mean?
Okay. When you're married, it's just such a freedom.
It is.
And you just be you. And you don't have to like.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be. It's just a freedom, like as far as sexually, I'm talking about.
Teaching your kids your bad relationships. Wow. But I ain't gonna talk about that.
Like sexually, it's just a freedom. Like with my husband, that I did not really have with like a whole bunch of people. So I don't know. I think I'm a hoe reformed.
A reformed hoe.
Born
again.
A repurposed hoe. I'm like Shiplap.
I love Shiplap. Joanna Gaines.
I'm Joanna Gaines. So, at the end of each podcast, we want to try to do a wrap-up section of what we like to call Fuck It. We're going to pick a subject matter that's been harping on our fucking souls, and we just going to let y'all hear how it grinds our motherfucking gears. So, this week's Fuck It is in regards to, or in reference to, professionalism.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, me and Star both work in an industry where you have to be professional.
And I'm from a hospitality state.
There is no way around professionalism.
At all.
Not only where we work, but just in our daily lives.
You don't even got to talk right to be professional.
Here's the thing with professionalism for me. I don't care if you work at a big corporation and or if you work for fucking Mickey D's.
Or a gas station, corner store, on the side of the street selling bags.
On the side, jerk chicken. I don't care if you the nigga
out your trunk.
I don't care if you the nigga who, when I leave the club, you selling jerk chicken out of the grill outside the club. Here's one recurring theme through all those occupations. I love after club chicken. Here's the one recurring theme between all of those professions. You selected the motherfucker.
Ain't nobody tell you be out here doing this shit.
You applied at McDonald's when they had those interviews at 4:00 on Mondays. You remember how they had that billboard every Monday?
Keisha Cole, you decided to sell fish plates outside of the BT
Okay, Keisha Cole actually is not.
We love fish plates.
She's gonna block you again.
Oh my god, I'm already blocked. I am really blocked. Keisha Cole, please unblock me.
She's never unblocking you, especially after that.
I'm really blocked by a couple of days. K Michelle unblock me.
She's absolutely not blocking.
Kenya Moore unblock me.
They're never unblocking you. Professionalism for me, especially in our community, is so prevalent because they already feel like we're going to be quote unquote ghetto. We're going to be quote unquote. It takes nothing out your day to even if professionalism is not in the verbiage.
You know, Bloomberg said that black people don't know how to act in
because that's what they think. And so it takes nothing. It's not about the words, right? It's not about the words that you speak. It's not about the words that you use. You don't have to have you don't have to be T.I. and use all these eloquent ass
words. Please don't be T.I.
And use all these eloquent words.
He had much time to read books to learn some words.
Well, he said to Cardi B that he knows a lot of words because he was. No, Cardi B's like, how do you know all these words? He said, Cardi, I was in jail.
Well, sir, reading those books, you have to know one has to know when to use the proper word at the proper time, not to just say.
It doesn't matter. T.I. knows a lot of big words. So, professionalism for me is simply exuding the best customer service you possibly can. More specifically, treating people how the fuck you want to be treated. If you decide to apply at whatever job you decide, at the bare minimum, serve me. Serve your customer. I went to Chick-fil-A this morning. This is where this came from, y'all. I went to Chick-fil-A this morning, y'all. I have been really dedicated to trying to work out more. I've been doing it about 2 to 3 times a week. I have 2 kids. It's a lot. But there's a Chick-fil-A, which actually is not the best place to go after you work out. But there's a Chick-fil-A literally in the same parking lot. And I go there to get like a little, they have this hash brown chicken bullshit bowl that I get. It's pretty high in protein, whatever. So I ordered this morning, and if this is the morning time, it's 8:30 in the morning. You're getting all your customers right now are going to work, so you should be the most chipper motherfucker in the window. This little bitch literally just repeated back my order in such a solemn tone. I thought she was about to cry. Hash brown chicken bowl. Bitch, good morning.
Are you in danger? Blink once for yes, twice for no.
Here's the problem. The hash brown chicken bowl that I ordered cost me 5 fucking buckaroos. Bitch, if you don't say good morning to me, I'ma slap the fuck out you. I'm so sick of going through or going to restaurants and or grocery stores and or any place and people treating me like the fuck, like I made you apply to this bitch.
I'm mad because I walked in here.
Bitch, wasn't you on the clock?
You filled this application out.
Let me get this straight. So you filled this application out to get an attitude?
Yes. Y'all need a mute button in your head.
Y'all need a mute button in y'all. More specifically, y'all need to pretend for 2 seconds that I'm paying you. That this job actually is your source of fucking income. And in a strange ass fucking world, the customers that you serve actually allow you to pay your bills. I work in bridal. There is absolutely no fucking way that when a girl comes in and she's engaged and she wants to buy a bridal dress, I can be like,
you want a dress?
You want a fucking dress? God damn, like the last 60 bitches.
Why y'all buying dresses here?
Good fucking morning. Bitch, 69 places in Atlanta you could have bought the dress.
Why you
bitch, you ended up here. What?
And then you get let go because we can't afford to pay you. Well, what?
Fuck it. You don't want to work there, bitch? Quit it. Quit.
Go be a trap
Life
queen.
is too fucking short.
King.
Go
be a rapper.
Go be a producer. Bitch, start a podcast.
You think we get paid from this?
That's the dream. But bitch, don't be in my Chick-fil-A bitch with your frown hoe. Cause next time, bitch, I'm throwing my burrito ball back in your face.
You know, and really, okay, because I'm not that person, and I really will go on 10, and you know that's not something to be proud of. You know, in these days, people like to, you know,
be extra,
be cute, and be mean on purpose.
I'm not that person either.
I'm that person when warranted. Now let's keep this all the way real. There are some times
you gotta turn up
when the turn up is warranted, and people like to believe, you ain't supposed to be like that.
I don't like to turn up more than so to teach a lesson.
And then the turn up isn't even about to be I'm about to get out of my car to go drag you out.
Right.
There probably are some scenarios.
No, stars cussing
where you can get there, for one. But they got to be like really extreme. But come on, we're not gonna do it. But I'm gonna say something. Mm-hmm. And I know people be like, don't do that because they're gonna spit in my food. Okay, well they might do that anyway. And just put some.
They might have already done it.
Put some hot sauce on it and move on. But
shit, if that's the case, I ain't eating out.
I'm gonna make sure that I say something because I appreciate service. And when I was at Steak and Shake not too long ago, this employee, because they gonna call her no name, but this employee was like, Antonio,
I'm dead.
And then I was like looking around. Okay,
I got a better question after you tell your story.
Okay, there's no Antonio here, you know,
and you're the only one there.
I'm the only one here, so I gave my government Anthony. So I'm like, it's probably Anthony. You know, I was like, is it? You know, and I tried to say what my order was. She looked at me. She just looked at me, and then turned around and sat. And then I was like,
Here's the better question.
And then I got somebody else.
Why was you at Steak and Shake with them waffly ass fries?
So
I hate Steak and Shake.
The shoestring fries aren't good if you eat them right then. But I
you
really
gotta
like
eat
the
them
burgers.
bitches as soon as they come out.
First of all, you know what? Fun fact. I really don't like fucking French fries. I love potatoes. I love mashed potatoes, but I really don't like French fries. I don't prefer them. But I do like the burger and the shake. So then I was like, excuse me, ma'am. You know, I got somebody else. Like, I believe that's my order. It's probably just the wrong name. And, you know, and then she came in and she asked told me what the order was, and then she gave it to me. So then, you know, I had no choice at that point to address. And I was like, could you tell her, you know, I pointed because she was looking at me. So I had to point. Yeah, you. You know, her. Could you tell her next time that someone tries to ask because potentially that it's wrong?
Right.
And, you know, I'm still pointing.
Verify.
I'm still pointing the whole time. You know, you go ahead and verify and not just turn around and act like I didn't say anything. And I know that the people who I was with was looking at me crazy, but that wasn't too much of a turn up.
But also, you applied at this motherfucker.
I didn't tell you.
You decided to Steak and fucking Shake.
Like, I know it's hot back there. You the one back there grilling motherfucking
flat ass. Nobody understands a drive-through is Ebony. It's me. I was at Chick-fil-A for years. And Chick-fil-A is fancy when it comes to drive-through. So I get it.
I worked at Target customer service and that ain't no motherfucking bad.
But I applied to Chick-fil-A, so whatever came with that came
and
with
that. And I was nice.
Me dropping fries.
Unless you called me by my name for my name badge.
If you ever worked at drive-through, y'all, if you ever worked at drive-through, you had to work the dishes. When I tell you I worked every piece of drive-through, I worked the dishes where you had that big old hood, you had to pull down and load the motherfucking dishes. I get it.
I can't do it.
So I understand why you're frustrated.
But you worked there.
But I worked there and I didn't take it out on other people. So for me, professionalism is key. I want to leave y'all with this. Stop applying to places where you can't be your best self because life is too short. It's too short.
Yeah, it is. Just come on, leave people alone. Have professionalism in your daily life.
If you don't want to smell like chicken or burgers or fries, then go work at the Gap. Shit. But don't not greet me in the morning because, bitch, you had a bad day. Call out. God damn.
Is the Gap still open?
Okay. The Gap is absolutely still open. It's ran by Old Navy and Banana Republics. They're absolutely still open. We want to also... Star's gonna tell you the email address because I had no idea.
Headlines from controversy
because they don't play. They sell what they sell and they do what they did. So we actually want to start getting into. Hopefully we get listeners. I think we will, and we want to actually like have you guys write in. You don't have to have any specific subject matter. The only requirement is that you allow us to read your letters on the World Wide Web and give our ridiculous ass opinions because. Yep. We're not professionals in any specific.
You can be anonymous, or if you want to say who you are, we'll shout you out.
We can make up a name, or you can say your full government if you're bold and brave. But we would love for you to write in, or even if you don't want to give a scenario for us to give our opinion on, if you just want to write in and say, this show is great, or you know what, y'all fucking suck.
Give us
That's fine too. I'll take y'all fucking suck.
Feedback.
At least you wrote in.
I may or may not listen to it.
At least you wrote in. So we would love for you guys to write in, tell us your feedback, or send us questions. What we are good at is giving our honest truth. So whatever you get, whether it's the right answer or not, you will always get honesty from Star and I. We are, unfortunately, unabashedly unfiltered. So if you want an unfiltered answer, you are at the right place. So what's the email, Star?
So the email to email us in.
You don't have it ready. That's your phone.
Yeah, Virgo. Like
interesting.
Aren't you supposed to have all?
Oh, am I? Because I wasn't in charge of the email.
Well, we have to.
Interesting. Okay.
It's the. Didn't I tell you in the email in the text messages?
Y'all, we aren't prepared. While he's looking for the email, I want to say as our first. Okay, go ahead.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying you ain't prepared.
On the first one. So this is just how it is.
Okay.
Fuck it. Sometimes fuck it just fit.
Sometimes fuck it just means you're unprepared.
Welcome.
The shade of it all.
What the fuck?
And by the way, somebody already had our email if we want to be transparent. And
right.
We had to create a new.
Y'all not even.
It's fine. It's fine.
How do I see?
Wow. So, Star's still looking for the email that.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
God. It is F.
The letter F.
As in Frank. Dot. I.T. as in Tom. Podcast experience. At gmail.com.
First time hearing that, you guys. I didn't know what our email address was.
So that email again is F as in Frank dot I.T. as in Tom podcast experience at gmail.com.
Perfect. Email us anything and everything. I am a Virgo again, so I'm going to also finalize this podcast with some business matters. We are welcoming any and every type of promotion. If you want us to shout out your business to our little lovely listeners, we will do that. Email us that as well to the email that he just referenced. We can work out a rate.
A donation.
A donation or a rate. If you want us to shout out your podcast.
We have bundles.
Okay. We actually don't have bundles. We're not selling weave.
No.
However, we definitely can work out a rate to hopefully increase and enhance your business and also just expose your business. Honestly, please don't think that your donation or what your budget is for your business is too small. We're not trying to rob you. We are just trying to filter the love. So email us for that as well. And I'm trying to think of any other business matters. We will come back and tell you what our Instagram is once we create one.
Okay.
So,
sometimes you just gotta say fuck it and do it.
Sometimes you gotta just say fuck it.
Or you're never gonna do it.
Order a fucking pink microphone off of Amazon and say, bitch, I'm coming over after this event because my husband got the kids.
I'd like to say you did an amazing job picking it out.
Thank you. So we are so excited about our first episode. We absolutely hope that you love our quirkiness and craziness and randomness. This podcast probably could have went another hour. We actually we only went 11 minutes over, bitch. I literally thought we were going to be here for 4 hours.
That's a soundbite.
Okay.
To freedom.
Okay. Not to freedom. So
I'll kiss you, Mom.
Okay. So we will try to post these what day did we decide on?
Thursday.
So
Thursdays.
So we will post these every Thursday.
With Eb and StarrFresh.
Wow, that's not the intro. So we will try to post these every Thursday so you guys can have an expectation when to hear us and when to listen to us. Again, email us, give us feedback. We love it. If there's any section that you want to see or didn't like, we want the feedback. We need the feedback. So this is us signing off for our first episode. What do you have to say? Is that it? That was too long of a pause. All right, y'all. Bye. We're out.